Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, we got Mr. Kishida, and Mr. Kishida wants to visit Kim Jong-un. So the Prime Minister of Japan wants to go and visit, or at least talk to the woodchuck, the bad dude from North Korea. Oy vey, do you think Al Capone will allow that? Now we have a lot of this to discuss in this video. First, I have an article here discussing, or at least reporting Mr. Kishida's desire to somehow meet Kim Jong-un. The first one. The second one, we're going to discuss Putin's role in this meeting, and he plays a big role in this one. Then we're going to have Kishida's cabinet's approval rating, or a lack of, tanked. And then we're going to have Richard Nixon. Yeah, that guy, remember? That guy, yeah, which I liked, the guy, actually. But he did something bad in California when he was I think it was a judge, wasn't he? He prosecuted, I think, it was prosecutor or a judge. Anyway, he took care of a guy from a certain kind of group, and then they team up. If you remember those little who broke the news about Nixon's DNC or whatever, the Democratic Party headquarters tapping. Remember? Well, just look at the names, and you're gonna make maybe a connection with the guys that never forgave him for the time when he was I think he was a prosecutor in California. So, or attorney general maybe. Nevertheless, something like that. So let's get started with this video with this article coming from Bloomberg. Japan's Kishida seeks meeting with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Kyoto. So this is from November 26, 2023. Okay, November 26, Sunday. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said he'll intensify efforts to realize a meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, according to Kyodo News Sunday. The Japanese government is lobbying through various channels to realize the meeting to change the status quo and establish fruitful relations. Kyodo News reporting citing Kishida's speech at a gathering in Tokyo on Sunday for the issue Tokyo or Edo for the issue of North Korean abductions. Japan officially listed 17 of its citizens as having been kidnapped by North Korea in late 1970s and early 1980s. 5 of them were freed in 2002. So, this is the first thing. So, that's always good to speak with the guy directly. Always fantastic, without Al Capone being around. But he has to ask for permission and is going to limit himself only discussing that issue, and Kim Jong-un would not want to talk only about that one because the problems are more complex than the whatever Japanese people, if they're still in North Korea, alive. So he's not going to talk about that because he doesn't have the approval from the kosher approval from United States of America, from Al Capone. So that's the first one. Why now? Well, I can only guess because he's a weasel politician. Unfortunately, he's not a samurai anymore. He's a politician, which is, he's an ETA. Remember what ETA is? Well, ask Japanese. ETA is the lowest class in Japan. ETA. So I think he's an ETA. He's not a from the highest class into the fourth one. Not even a peasant, which is much higher than ETA. But what do you want? Let's go and go to the second piece of information from Japan Times, Japan Times, which will tell us probably one of the reasons why Kishida will do it. Popularity contest, or at least trying to work on some numbers somewhere. The Japan Times. Kishida's cabinet's approval rate sinks to record low. So the same guy from here is right here. You got your hair dyed. Jesus Christ. I think so. But anyway, I don't understand. Anyway, that's not my point. Let's move on. The approval rate for Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's cabinet dropped to 26.3 this month. This month being in October, or is it? I have a date here. October 12, 2023. So at 26.3%, you don't have the imperium to rule. Get the hell out. This is what's wrong with democracy, my friends. One of the reasons, one of the garbage things. You get elected or appointed by whatever the president or whatever the thing might be here, and then you stay over there until what? Your term expires. The lowest level since he took office in October 2021. Okay, so we got it. He's 26%. He wants to speak with the great leader of Korea right here. And now let's go to the one. Why did I say that he should probably thank Putin? Do you remember Richard Nixon? Do you remember Richard Nixon when he traveled to Romania in 1968 or 1969? I think 1969. He traveled to Romania in 1969. Then he was the first American president to travel to Romania, the communist Romania. And then after that, he went to China in 1972, something facilitated actually by Romania. So he tested the waters in Romania in 69, met Ceausescu, the bad dude, and then went to China. It was called Opening China. Why? Because China was like this with the Soviet Union at that point. He met Mao Zedong and blah, blah, blah. So it was hailed as Opening China, being friendly, blah, 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 blah. That's what happened probably with Putin when he met Kim Jong-un in, where was that? In Vladivostok. Was it in the area? Yeah, when they met 2 months ago, these guys were saying, oh no, those guys are just bad people. They're going to meet over there. Well, maybe Putin played the same role as Richard Nixon of opening North Korea to the West again. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But you see, sometimes these guys make connections depending on the narrative, according to their little narrative. Oh my God. Oh, on the other side, I think it's entitled to do the same garbage. No, after all, it's a competition here. Who can be more of a dumb? So nevertheless, this is with Kishida, low approval ratings, Putin, who met, and then Lavrov visited, Shoigu visited North Korea, well, because they need weapons. That's not proven. That's still reported, alleged, and so on. Nothing proven about that one. They said, well, North Korea gave 1 million rounds of blah, 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 blah. Possibly, probably, could be intelligence. Oh, your intelligence? Tell us where are Saddam's weapons of mass destruction, and then I will believe you. American intelligence services. Smack. So, Kishida wants to get his approval ratings up. That's the only reason, I think. And he is going to talk to Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is going to talk to him, but he is going to talk to him if they talk more than that limited, narrow subject allowed by the United States of America. Remember, Japan, in my assessment, and I think evidence supports my claim, is under occupation still, since 1945, still. Under Al Capone's occupation. Why? If you don't have troops in some other country, but that country has troops on your country because you want them, then it tells you there's no reciprocity. The reciprocity is the main ingredients in a relationship of friendship. Without reciprocity, that means you have a subordinate and a boss, an Al Capone. So it's obvious who's who and what's what in this case. So go. I hope those guys get released if they're still alive. I hope that Japan will be independent one day, but I don't foresee that happening ever, unless United States, I don't know, doesn't exist anymore, and that's impossible, right? Until these guys are going to dismember it, and then we're going to have 5 United States of America. United States of America A, B, C, D, E. Woke United States of America is going to be these guys. They're going to go shoot down, not shoot up, shoot down, because Someone has to work for them to drink their latte and philosophize and stay in front of a computer or work doing nothing actually. They're not going to have farmers. They're not going to have people like us to build stuff. You know, your internet runs out. These guys are done. Why? Who's going to work outside? A man, and a woman, or a they. Who knows? Yeah, nobody's going to work. They're going to hire the guys from the America number 2 or America B or C or D. It's going to be the real America, the good America, the strong America, the honest America, blah, blah, blah America, with civilized America. And they will help these guys. So these guys are going to become like children, because that's what they are. They're going to, America 1, woke, will become the toddler dependent on America B, C, which one is going to be the real America. And the other Americas will be, I don't know, Mexico America is going to be African America is going to be, that's how this country is going to break. And then they will be trying to make their own life. Mexico America will be something in between Mexico and Honduras. Black America is going to be great, like African countries and Haiti. And the other America, the one America or whatever, is going to be the bad dudes. It's going to be the bad dudes who are the oppressors, and they did all the evils of the world. We're told by America 1, which is the woke idiots. You'll see. Let them be by themselves and see how they perform. But they will not like that, because they know. They know they depend on the bad people. They know. Why? Because they could have done this before, but they didn't. Look at Louis Farrakhan. You know Louis Farrakhan? I watch him. Very intelligent guy. I'm not saying he's a good guy. For his people, he's a good guy. He talks about separation. He talks about this. That's all he does. Talk. He doesn't do anything more than that. Oh, you want Malcolm X? The same. He started with the same thing. By all means necessary. What did he do? Nothing. Because he knew. He knew. And I like Malcolm X. I didn't like very much the other guy, but the other guy at least said something, judge someone by the character, not by the color of the skin. That's fantastic. I'm pretty sure he was not the only one saying that, but it was great coming with that one. He said a few more things that I liked, that guy. But I liked Malcolm X. But they never went all the way, because they knew. But it's okay. We're going to have the Latinos. They're going to say, well, we want la raza. You don't think I know what you're going to do? What you want to do? I know exactly what you want to do. La raza. Yeah, la raza is the ray. No, it's not the ray. The sun ray. It's not that. La raza is something else. So yeah, you want to do that. Yeah, you want the Aslan. Do you have your Aslan? I'm all for it. Because once you have the Aslan, then what they're going to do? Honduras, Mexico, okay. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.